Yeah, I'm super excited to see a second game from that Gladiator squad and of course from the Boston Uprising as well. Let's see who can walk away with the W.
So now, the Uprising starting to creep closer to even. Pataphan going to go for the blade now. Who is he looking for? He's found an Arna. Crimzo in trouble. Second slash will find him. And back for a quick top up now before heading over towards the point is Pataphan. A lot of pressure on Punk. He has to take that high ground, but will be pursued. Valentine will play off the side. A stall seems to be in order for the Boston Uprising, but Punk is already taken down.
Yeah, getting the Ana out of the equation is huge, as we just saw on the left.
Some problems.
Yeah, the D.Va just trying to stall for as long as possible. Valentine back on the Reaper, but he gets taken out, as this looks like a fight that the Gladiators will come out on top.
Yeah, blade here for Pataphan, but it really is just a garnish on this meal the Uprising have made of it. First round going over to the Gladiators. Fairly close there, but better in mind.
Pretty much going to spend like most of the round trying to achieve it. This will be a nano attack visor here coming in.
Okay, Kevster going straight for Striker. He probably noted Valentine off towards the left using deflect, but he knew that would have been a kill that his teammate picked up. Boston on the enforced savings plan right now, and Striker has to dig into those pockets to find more than lint and some buttons. Pataphan, okay, just gets caught. Striker able to turn around, and the timing window is pretty darn good for him to find the Echo kill now. A bit of a serpentine. Sorry if you're squeamish or have motion sickness issues, but Striker is able to find Shu as well.
As you see Punk, he gets really low, trying to jump back to try and protect his supports, but not going to be able to do so, and that may be it.
Now, this is a tough one for the Boston Uprising there. Losing Valentine at the start of the previous fight, he switches to Tracer, hoping to at least get back to the point in time, but he is flanked by a summon total of 0 of his teammates, and the Gladiators make it a convincing first map.
Pataphan with some nice plays on the Genji and the Echo there.
The position his team has gotten themselves into, it was a sound barrier for the Gladiators. They want to commit here.
Yeah, they want to try and keep this going as Reiner's using the Primal Rage. This will be a Death Blossom from Striker inside that little hut. He's going to be able to take out Shu, and he's got the support here with him. Just trying to keep him up, but not enough as Patty comes back on the Echo, takes him out with a focusing beam. Is just one player left on the point here for Boston. That'll be the Gladiators taking point A, unlocking the payload.
Him after that defensive cooldown's expended, he's a little vulnerable. Striker though, anything but from the high ground here with a nano boost. Got to be working towards his next tack visor, and there's plenty of kills. A brace of 3 for him. He's looking cool as a cucumber. An offensive option, and here's that tack visor he's been working up to. Gotta be a sound barrier for the LA Gladiators here, but Ryan has lost most of that overshield. He's looking a little low, but is the job done? It may well be, because Faith is gone, and Punk's trying to make the play with a grab. That's just stunning work from Punk. What a setup.
Yeah, that was Reiner using the Primal Rage there towards the end, but big fight win there.
Up in general, they want to give Kevster that kind of vantage point. Nano boost here on the Striker, and oh, this could be nasty. It's a nano visor. Oh, barely Shu able to duck his head down and get away, but Striker will not be denied. Ever in hot pursuit now. Shu's able to get himself back up to full health, so Striker's not guaranteed to win out there, but there was no one else to touch.
Funny Astro gets on a contest, and Reiner over the top.
Risky business. Oh, Funny Astro! Oh my god! Ryan, they're charging off the car. Pataphan not there to help defend, and Shu was just forced away by Striker.
Like 4 people there.
Yeah, it was a mishap though, I think, because, you know, no one sort of decided, no one knew who was going to sit on the point. It couldn't be Shu under the pressure of a Reaper, and Reiner was trying to engage like Winston does. About positioning on the high ground. Valentine's doing that now, and he decides it's time to commit. Blade is drawn, but it's going to be a sound barrier. The tactical visor from Pataphan will be enough to force Valentine away. Punk can't escape, or he can at least, but Faith is left out in the open in his wake.
Yes, Pataphan's wants to go in, try and take out Crimzo.
This backline for the Uprising is indomitable right now, and a recall has to come away from Kevster. Funny Astro also forced off the card, and with scant meters remaining, Pataphan has to throw himself in front of this one, but Faith is once more there with a boot. It's Kevster dealing with a sound barrier at Uprising. It's not going to be enough for the Gladiators, and a quick retort for the Uprising, evening up the series. Not as easy to hit those, but he's been pretty devastating. The Gladiators have really been able to make use of his aggression, the threat generated just by Arns taking these different aggressive angles. They're just walking it in.
This is a lot like that first like fight on Helios. Went forever, and you see like a few kills exchanged, but like no real fight on the payload.
I want to try and make something happen with the blade momentarily. Faith is hard to shift. The amount of healing, the extra healing that Brig provides now, makes it very, very difficult just to get them off the card, and Valentine is, what's he looking for, a Christmas ham or an opponent? Unclear at this point.
It's the deflect not going to work against the Brig. That is the payload going on through as Boston, they pushed in a little deep. They were able to get a kill or two, but
7-0. No deaths for that Widow against a Winston and a Widowmaker in a composition. It's all sleeping yet again. Arns now gets to take the aggressive angle.
Yeah, they're playing the Widowmaker, Boston, but like it just feels like they're so scared to like. Look at the angles like Victoria's playing from. Like he's in the spawn there, taking this 1v1 Widow battle, and yeah, I mean it just allows Arns. So you see Arns is able to get one. Like,
excuse me.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well,
pressure from the high ground is Arns, briefly at least. MCD's in trouble. Kempson's going to be able to charge him down now. Another sleep down on it. Itzal can't even save his own teammates, let alone start something up himself. Shu's impact is being felt across the map. Oh, that cut was walked off her for a moment. MCD is reluctant to push it, so they're going to go for another fight. This time it's going to be Shootable first. Valentine searching for Arns, taken down as well. The Primal is going to be committed.
I like that though. Don't let them get on and contest the point, although it's being contested behind them right now. It looks like it was just Reiner. They'll be able to get Gladiators.
Arns not able to find anything. Kempster though, embarrassment of riches for him. 2 and more. Valentine forced into the deflect, and Reiner comes straight overhead. Can't deflect that, my son. Infrasight maybe gives the Uprising a bit more confidence here. At least they can keep tabs, okay, of Arns, who's got one of his own now. Valentine falls first. Not a great omen at all here for the Uprising as Reiner looks for maybe an easier target or just a little bit of space, but he's given none by Fate. Runs him down. Now on the card, it's also close towards the end of the map, but Arns hit with a body grenade. Fate trying to follow it up here with the shield bash forward and make short work of the Widow. MCD, honorable mention for 2 kills in the back, and it's tough to shift that Brig.
Yeah, I was going to say some nice shots from MCD.
Last fight for the Boston Uprising now. The Blade is going to be what starts it off, though. Deflect there, and Arns fights Valentine with a headshot. Are you kidding me? He had the Blade. It's gone from bad to worse for Boston, but it was able to get rid of Arns. The damage, though, may already have been done. Reiner down the cart there. It's forced to bubble in midair, and Kempster now brings his Blade to bear. It's 1, and Victoria looked to try and respond, but he's cleaned up by Reiner. It's all Gladiators all the time. Always has been. And map 3 ends up being a convincing win. Come at them from the side, but his very powerful abilities are limited. Still, though, looking to get a little bit of poke damage now. Punk spots Funny Astro is at the target. Kempster going to get the sound barrier now and think about the attack until this sound barrier has expired. Both teams going for Lucio ults.
They had Valentine so low as that now the attack visor will come in and they're going to use the Dragon Blade here, so using everything to try and clean up the Boston Uprising.
Lead.
Yeah, it's going to be the sound barrier by the Boston Uprising is they want to turn and try and fight this, but Gladiators, they'll invest the sound barrier as well as they know they have Boston on the back foot.
Strike is forced to play passively here with that Bionic Grenade. Pokes his head out now. Gladiators are back in control here, but there's a lot of spending happening across the board here. The Uprising obviously having to go for that sound barrier there might hurt them now, especially the Gladiators spawn, and they're back and ready to push. Again, I think Striker got a lot of value early in the round, playing these little corridors, these little nooks with that Reaper. Pretty hard to escape once he sort of draws a beat on you. Shu there put to sleep. Good deflect on the sleep dart, if I'm not mistaken. Reiner with the Primal Rage able to find Valentine, but Boston had the numbers advantage until now. Reiner trying to hang on after finding Striker. The Punk will punish, and this will put the Uprising in a position to get close to equaling, maybe even set up a front spawn.
Fight him in that like more close-off area.
That's beautiful. They're trying to set up the Reaper, you know what I mean? Take position in these buildings and not out in the open where Soldier will be stronger, especially with attack visor available. That's beautiful stuff. Front spawn has been enabled. They'll have to wait a bit for the bot to start pushing again. So in the meantime, they're going to take a fight. But Padawan finds 2 with the Blade. And the Gladiators look to push back with 10 seconds left now. This is a bit dicey for Boston, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get into OT here. Is the Gladiators going to get the bot running? They're going to jump right off of it. So that'll be it. Is the Gladiators taking the series here 3-1 against the Boston Uprising.
Oh, look, that really hurt the Boston Uprising, Matt. Yes, they were in a good position, but getting that checkpoint